Welcome to the America's Best Dance Studio Contest YouTube video series. The contest has officially begun. In this video, we have a very special guest. Safi Thomas is the artistic director and founder of the Hip Hop Dance Conservatory here in New York City. I had the pleasure of interviewing him to find out why he thinks his studio is America's best dance studio.
Well, one, we are a conservatory, and there are no hip-hop training facilities anywhere in the United States other than ours. The objective is to create an educational institution for dance, especially centered around hip-hop, because ballet, they have their conservatories. Modern, they have conservatories as well that are developed around specified techniques, but hip-hop does not have that. We don't have any type of education centered around our art. So I thought it would be important to build something that's centered around the education of our art and for us to know more about our culture, where we came from, and then that would determine where we're going to go with the art later on. You know, hip-hop right now is over 40 years old, and we've never had anything centered around it, and developing the students to be able to do this as a profession.
I should be able to see the music on the body. And again, like I said before, like, you know, as someone sitting in the audience, we might pick up on something that we don't even hear in the music as a result of what you're doing. Because remember, the brain is always trying to make sense out of what it sees. And in order to make sense, it's trying to utilize its senses in order to piece things together and make connections.
Wow. The conservatory is about 5 years old, yet it comes out of a larger organization called BLADE, which stands for Building Leaders Through the Advancement of Dance Education. And BLADE started back in 1995, and that's when we started like pretty much the first academy that was centered around hip-hop, and making sure that people had a safe haven. That was my first idea, to create a safe haven for dancers to be able to learn, to grow, and then be able to go into the industry without having the stigma that is usually attached to hip-hop dancers. In our first year, combining with the Smithsonian Institute and helping them to develop a hip-hop exhibition, which should be coming out in like 2013, somewhere around there. From there, working with other organizations to develop and build a recognition and a respect for the art.
How do you prepare these trainees, these students, for life as a professional dancer?
Well, it's a 3-year undergraduate program and 2-year graduate program, and 6-day-a-week training module. So we have dance labs, which are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday for usually 3 to 6 hours, depending on the day. And then we have contextual classes in between on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where we go into the theory and the academics. So we have classes like hip-hop history, anatomy and physiology, health and lifestyle, dance theory, music theory. So it's gaining a background in dance knowledge that we then apply to hip-hop dance, which has not been done before either. And that's all under our curriculum called the BLADE Dance Technique.
So you've seen and heard why the Hip Hop Dance Conservatory in New York City just might be America's best dance studio. But what about your studio? Tell us all about it and enter the contest at americasbestdancestudio.ning.com. Partial proceeds from the contest will be donated to Child Cry, a nonprofit organization which feeds hungry children all over the world. Is your studio the one?
again. Love,